I have had him arrested for some things that was not appropriate.
Right.
And I don't regret that.
Right.
There's some painful stuff seeing your child go down in handcuffs.
Yes.
But at that moment in time, I thought that was the right thing for him. A life or death situation. That's all I could think about.
Right.
And also, I want to make sure I make clear that I went to those 2 police officers, not knowing the rest of the story. And I thank those 2 guys for not killing my son. Because my logic about that is, had he pulled a gun out on you, he'd be shot dead.
Yes.
And so I thank them for not killing my son, because I could have very well been at Stevenson Shaw or Mercer Brothers making funeral arrangements.
Yes.
Well, my family probably would have been making arrangements.
Well, that's a very powerful thought, a powerful statement. The thought that you know, it could have went in an adverse direction,
right,
but it did not. At this point, I want to kind of bring in Kirby to join us and kind of shed some light on what happened on Wednesday night. Kirby, would you join us? Hi Kirby, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Well, you looking very well considering the circumstances. I just want to go right to it, Kirby. What took place on that Wednesday night as you were leaving the Sherwood Apartments?
Actually, I was in Brookfield Apartments, across from Russell Road, same road I live on. Seeing the police was in the surroundings. Telling myself time to go home. I didn't want to jeopardize, you know, my future, career, anything. Just trying to go home. Police was coming from a cut that I have somewhere. I knew it was the police because they had on my eye blade. Narcotics, police.
Okay, I want you to stop for me just a minute. And I'm kind of lost. Were the police in the car? Were the police on foot?
They was on foot,
Okay,
walking to the truck.
Okay, the police was on foot.
Walking to an unmarked F-150.
Okay, and they were walking toward you, or where were they?
They actually walking towards the truck.
Walking towards the truck.
I guess till they seen me.
Okay, so at this point, they were looking for another suspect. Is that correct?
Seemed like they just got it done, looking for somebody else.
Then they spotted you, and they wanted to question you or interrogate you. All right, so as the police approached you, just be honest, what took place?
Told me to submit to a search, and had this stuff on me, just try to run, and just snatch me up. Did what they did.
So you ran. Why?
Tried to. Told me to submit to a search, I had this stuff on me.
So it was just one of them things where you just became instantly frightened and your first reaction just said to run. How do you feel about that decision you made now?
I mean, I can sit there and say what I could have done, what I should have done. But I don't just really regret what happened to me, everything for a reason.
Alright, so since you brought that up, tell us in your own words, what reason do you think this happened? Why? Has it changed you in any type of way?
I'm gonna be honest, I can't even see why right now, but I just know. It's for a reason. Something big, something good, what it feel like.
So you feel like the incident that occurred was unfortunate, but at some point in your future, you're going to reflect back on this, and then you'll understand exactly, you know, why this took place in your life.
Yeah, good time.
Right. Okay, so let's discuss the charges of assault. Do you feel comfortable talking about that? All right. Is there any piece of information that was in the news media that you feel was not true or not fair?
Yeah, it's me pretty much. Our love was unaccurate.
All right. So then you tell us your side of the story. That's what we're here for, to tell us your accounts.
I was just trying to walk home. The question you told me to submit, try to run. And just jack me up.
So they did that because you ran. Explain where the gun came in. You know,
they ain't even know I had the gun.
Okay, so in other words, the accounts of you assaulting the police with a gun, is that an accurate statement or is that an inaccurate statement?
Inaccurate.
That's an inaccurate statement. Okay. So basically what you're saying is that because you fled or you tried to run, they immediately attacked you, and
that's when we touched them.
and then as they began to assault you, then you retaliated beyond that.
I ain't retaliated. I was just trying to throw them off and run.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to
Okay.
hurt them.
All right. But now, where did this whole you assaulted the police with the weapon? Where did that come from? Did that come from the police themselves, or do you know where that story came from? But you are saying that that story is inaccurate. Okay. You told your mother expressed to us that when you did speak with her, you told her that you were in a lot of pain. Is that correct? What were some of the things that occurred resulting from the assault?
Like, that same when I went to court, couldn't even open my eye.
So your eye was swollen and some of the other things.
Like the hospital didn't even give me no Band-Aid. I went down there.
The hospital did what?
Didn't even give me a Band-Aid.
Oh, the hospital wouldn't do anything for you?
I just went down there with like glue right here. Blood was still dripping down.
So when you went to the hospital, no one saw you?
Yeah, they like cleaned it up, put the glue over, cut it, whatnot.
But you were issued a Band-Aid.
I had blood all over the shirt.
So basically when you were at the hospital, you were pretty much being treated like a criminal? Is that what you would say?
Because he's waiting for service.
So do you feel like they gave you sufficient service at the hospital during that time? You don't? Well, tell us why you feel like you weren't given sufficient service.
I'm just waiting